200,000 years ago, every human on Earth had dark skin. Not some humans, every single one. This is not a theory. It is written in your DNA. So what happened? How did some humans lose that pigmentation? The answer is not what most people think. It involves sunlight, vitamin D, a single gene mutation, and a journey that took 70,000 years. This is the story of human skin. First, understand why dark skin exists at all. Skin color comes from melanin, a pigment produced by cells called melanocytes. Melanin does one critical thing. It absorbs ultraviolet radiation from the sun. UV radiation destroys folate. Folate is a B vitamin essential for one thing, building DNA. Without folate, DNA cannot replicate correctly. Without correct DNA replication, embryos fail, sperm fail, life fails. Near the equator, UV radiation is intense. Every day, year-round, relentlessly. Dark skin evolved as armor against the sun that would destroy your DNA. For most of human history, we stayed in Africa. Near the equator, under intense sun, dark skin was not a choice, it was a survival requirement. Then, around 70,000 years ago, something changed. A small group of humans left Africa. Archaeologists estimate the group was between 1,000 and 10,000 people. They crossed into the Middle East, then into Europe, into Asia, further and further from the equator, further and further from intense UV radiation. And here is where everything changes. The further from the equator you go, the weaker the sunlight. In Northern Europe, sunlight is weak, seasonal, often absent for months, and skin needs sunlight for one critical thing, making vitamin D. Vitamin D is not optional. Without it, bones weaken, immune systems collapse, muscles fail, reproduction rates drop. Dark skin blocks UV radiation. That is its entire purpose. But in northern latitudes, blocking UV is deadly because there is barely enough UV to begin with. The same armor that protected humans near the equator was now killing them far from it. Natural selection works like this. Random mutations happen constantly. Most do nothing. Some cause harm, some help. At some point in a northern population, a mutation occurred in a gene called SLC24A5. This gene controls melanin production. The mutation reduced melanin. Skin became lighter, more UV could now reach deeper skin layers, more vitamin D was produced. That individual survived better and had more children who inherited the mutation, who survived better and had more children. Over thousands of generations, lighter skin became the norm in populations far from the equator, not by choice, by survival. In 2015, scientists sequenced ancient European DNA. They found something remarkable. Early European hunter-gatherers who lived 8,000 years ago still had dark skin. They had been in Europe for thousands of years, and they were still dark. The lightning happened much later than expected. The strongest evidence came from a skeleton found in Cheddar, England, named Cheddar Man, 10,000 years old, found in Britain, one of the palest countries today. DNA analysis in 2018 confirmed Cheddar Man had dark brown skin, blue eyes, dark skin. Britain's original inhabitants looked nothing like modern Britons. Here is what makes this even more remarkable. Skin color didn't change once. It changed multiple times, independently, in different populations, on different continents. East Asians developed lighter skin through completely different gene mutations than Europeans did. Same result, different path. Evolution solved the same problem twice, separately. And populations that stayed near the equator, indigenous Australians, sub-Saharan Africans, kept their dark skin because they still needed it, because the sun never changed. Skin color is the most visible human difference. It has been used to divide, judge, and harm throughout all of recorded history, but biology tells a different story. Skin color is a response to latitude. Nothing more, nothing less. The same gene that darkened skin near the equator lightened it near the poles for the same reason, survival. Move an African population to Norway for 30,000 years, their descendants will be pale. Move a Norwegian population to equatorial Africa, their descendants will be dark. The body adapts to where it lives, always has, always will. Every human alive today traces their ancestry back to Africa, to the same dark-skinned population that lived near the equator 200,000 years ago. The differences between us are 70,000 years of adaptation to different amounts of sunlight. That is all. We are not different species. We are not different races in any biological sense. We are one population that walked to different parts of the world and changed color to survive. Your skin is not your identity. It is your ancestors' address.